Hi parents, I just wanted to make you a video on shelving. So I'm just going to come over here. When you're shelving, the first thing you're going to do is check this bin over here, and it's probably going to have lots of books. They're totally unorganized. They've been checked in so that they're off the students' accounts, but they need to now be organized so that they can be put away. So I'm just going to take a few books out of the bin, and I'm going to talk about the shelving tag that's on the books. So for the shelving tag, see, this has numbers on it. It's nonfiction. The other thing is, when you get into these little skinny paperbacks, all of these have a 1 on them. They actually, whether they're fiction or nonfiction, because they're these little leveled books, they're going to be in my early reader section. So there's a cart that says early readers, and we actually just put these on a rack, and they're not in any kind of order, and they wouldn't stay on any order, because when the kids go through the racks, they're just going to stick it back, and all the 1s are on one rack, all the 2s are on another rack, all the 3s and all the 4s each have their own rack. So for these, it's really easy. I'm just going to put them on the cart that they go on, and then I'm done. When I did that, I found a couple more in my hand, 2 more 1s and a 2. So I just put all the 1s in front of the 2 and put them on the cart. Okay, now I'm getting into, oh, I just found another one, it's a 1. Okay, sorry about that. So now I'm holding our 2 books. So looking at the shelving tag, I'm really not paying much attention to the cover of the book. That's not helpful in shelving. What I'm looking at is that shelving tag, and it's 595.7. So I'm looking at my cart that's labeled nonfiction, and on my nonfiction cart I also have maps that you can take off to help you when you're ready for shelving. But for right now, I'm still just organizing my cart before I can put anything away. And you'll notice an E on many of them, but then you'll see it's followed up by numbers. This is 595.7 COO. I'm really not paying attention to the E when I see those numbers. That's just referring to the fact that they're an easy level nonfiction, but they're nonfiction if they have these numbers on them. So we're shelving it completely by the number. So I'm going to look at my cart. The first shelf is 0 through 499. The second shelf says 500 to 910. So this is going on the second shelf. When I look at the second shelf, there's already some books there. I'm going to look at the numbers on those books, and I'm just like looking at the 598s, the 597s. I'm flipping back. I found 595s, and this is a perfect example. This is 595.7. This is 595.789. So 0.7 comes before 0.789. So you have to look at all the digits. And look, this is a 0.78. This is just the 0.7, so I'm putting it in front, and I'm putting them on the shelf like that. Now when I look at this one, it has an E, and then it's followed up by letters, LES. The E is referring to picture books. So this one is actually going to go into the fiction picture book area, and I'm just going to follow it by alphabetical order, so just LES. So, but this one's actually a Dr. Seuss, and I've got him up on a shelf. So this one, it's just an exception to the rule, the first one I pulled off. But I would come over to my fiction cart, and I'm going to put it over here. And I'm actually, when I put it away, I'm going to go over to the Dr. Seuss section. But alphabetically, it's going to come right on this shelf. It's actually going on the top shelf, which is A through L. So I'm just going to put that at the end of that top shelf. Okay, here's another one. It's another picture book, ETHA. So that's a THA, and it's going to go on the second shelf. And I'm putting it in front of the W book that's already here. And then there's an SLO, so that goes right after that, because T comes after S in the alphabet. The next one I picked up is a nonfiction. So again, I'm just looking at that number, 534.19. I'm ignoring the E this time because I saw the numbers. And I'm just going to look on my cart for the 500s, and I'm putting it right here, 523.8, 55.1. Oh, it goes right in between those two because I'm just looking at my numbers. And I don't really need to worry about what's after the decimal point unless I have 2 books with the same digits before the decimal point. So, I don't seem to have any in the cart now, but we have chapter books that are fiction, and those are going to be labeled with an F before the author's last name, and then you know it's in the fiction area. And in fiction, we have a lot of books in the series, so if you notice any stickers that say series, series are just alphabetical by the name of the series. And in that case, we're not really filing it alphabetically by the author's last name. We're filing it by the series. But if it just says F and whatever the initials are, if the author's initials were ABB, like say the last name was Abbott, we would go to the shelf there, and I'm going to do another video where I just show you how to put away books, and that's where I'll get into that a little bit more. But here on the cart, they will just go on the fiction cart alphabetically, and if you do it by series, you can do it alphabetically by the series rather than the author. So you'll know it's a series because it'll have a lot of stickers on it that say series. And if not, and it just has that F and the last name of that author, then it's just going to go in my fiction section. So the next video will just be showing you putting away books. And if you have any questions, you can definitely email me. I am going to, maybe I'll attach this document in the description section, so just look at that, and that way there you can see a map of the library.
Mr. D, could you return to the office?
Okay, parents, I thought I would add a little something to the video that I was making, trying to show you the tags and putting them on the cart. I have a book in my hand. I'm in the nonfiction. I just grabbed a bunch out of the bin. This is 574.5 POD. So I'm looking at what's already here, and I'm just flipping because this is 574. So, okay, now I found a 595 and a 551. So that means that this 574 goes right in between. Okay, the next one is a 979, and that goes on the bottom shelf, so it's all by itself right now because it's 922 to 999. All right, the next one I grabbed was a 760.028. So looking to get into the 700s. The last one here happens to be a 612, so that just goes at the end. All right, 636.1. I'm really happy I just pulled this one. Oh, no. Usually I have a lot of animal books. Okay. This one might be a better one. 597. Okay, good. This is what I wanted to have happen. So I have two 597s. So now I'm looking at the next digit, 0.3, 0.9. Oh, that 0.3 is going to go before the 0.9 because 3 is smaller than 9. I might have even had, this is a shark book, maybe I've got a few shark books, it's very popular, 597.3, maybe I have 3 of them. Then I have to go alphabetical by the author's last name. So within that, to keep it organized. All right, hopefully that helps with nonfiction.